Alright, good morning YouTube. I was gonna mow my lawn this morning, but I pulled a muscle in my back and I couldn't even hardly move when I got up and got moving this morning. So the lawn's not getting mowed today. Finally, after taking some Advil and icing my back for about an hour, and up and moving and able to move and ride a bike. So wasn't sure I was going to be able to ride this morning. I thought I might end up taking the truck, but we'll see how today goes. Oh, it's Tuesday, which is my Monday. I ordered a new air suspension pump for, not specifically just for this bike, but for bikes in general. And I'm going to see if the suspension will pump up and hold in the rear on this. Because as far as I know it did, but you kind of got to check it every few weeks, even on newer ones, because they will bleed down over time. And my air suspension pump had broken months ago, so I haven't been able to check it. Oh great, now they're working on shit over here. So I might not do anything with the shocks on this just yet until I've got that air suspension pump in and see if this will pump up and hold. But I do have a set of newer stock Harley-Davidson touring rear shocks that I can put on this. And I was thinking about taking the lowering links and shocks off of this and putting those other shocks on. But I think I'll wait till that air pump comes in. And I might end up having to leave the lowering links on this, because the other set of shocks I have a big old knob sticking out of the side of the top of the left-hand shock to adjust the compression and rebound on the shock. It can make it softer or harder. And it might not clear the fender if I put it in the original mounting location. But if it's in the lowering link, it might be at enough of an angle that that big knob will clear the fender. So we'll have a look. We'll see what happens. I might not use them at all. I might put them on and decide I hate them and put the air shocks back on. You never know. Because those are designed for a much newer bike with a different style swing arm. And the swing arm in this might have more flex side to side than the new ones, because the new ones are a big casting and these are welded square tube. So one shock has a really skinny coil spring on it, and one has a really beefy one. And if you got a really stiff swing arm, that's okay. But this swing arm might have too much flex in it, so that might not work well. It might work good in left turns, but not good in right turns, or vice versa with the other shocks where they have different spring rates. So we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, this morning at the shop, not sure what I've got going on for customer work, but I know the boss's bike, I've got to get the push rods back in that and get the push rod tubes closed up and see if I can get it to pump oil. I'm not going to start it this time. I normally wouldn't have started it. Normally I would just pull the spark plugs out and crank it over with the spark plugs out until I get oil pressure and then start it. But this bike has a really funky coil over plug ignition system, and the coils are kind of a pain in the ass to put on and take off. So I had put them on, which means the spark plugs have to be in, because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get them in and out with the gas tank on. So now I've taken them back out with the gas tank on, so I should be able to get them back on with the gas tank on. And the spark plugs are out. So hopefully I can crank it over and get oil pressure out of it, and then put the spark plugs in and start it. And then I can figure out what to do with the giant mess of wire under the seat, so that I can get a seat on it. And then I'll be able to take it for a ride. And once I've taken it for a ride, it can go away. I'm tired of looking at it. I'm tired of it being on my lift. This bike's been a struggle every step of the way because it was taken apart about a year ago by a couple guys that don't work there anymore, and stuff's just been scattered everywhere, and it's just been a nightmare for me to get it back together. So I'll be glad when I'm done with it. It'll be a nice bike when it's back up and running, and I'll put that together nice. And we're here. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. I don't know how well this one will stay, but we'll give her a shot. It was a good day. Kind of a slow day today, but it was a good day. The 4 bikes coming in tomorrow. 2 of them are going back out tomorrow. And I think 3 or 4 coming in the next day as well. So it's going to be a busy couple of days. But next weekend I get a 3-day weekend because we have the 4th of July off. So that'll be nice. And we're already in high gear. This thing is still only a 5-speed. it's fairly obvious that lady can't drive.